Have you ever wondered what would happen if you gathered an actual mole of moles? Not just a few of the little furry animals, but a full mole, the scientific unit of measurement. Brace yourself, because the results are shocking, weird, and a little bit terrifying. First, let's clear up what a mole really means. In science, a mole is just a number, like a dozen, but way bigger. One mole equals 6.022 times 10 superscript 2 superscript 3. That's over 600 sextillion. It's usually used to count atoms or molecules because there are so many of them in even the tiniest amount of matter. Coincidentally, the number is also close to the amount of grains of sand on Earth. But here's the twist. Mole is also the name of a small burrowing mammal. So, what if you had 6.022 times 10 superscript 2 superscript 3 of those little creatures in one place? Let's start with a rough calculation. An eastern mole weighs about 75 grams. That's less than a chocolate bar. Multiply that tiny weight by 600 sextillion, and you get a total mass of around 4.5 times 10 superscript 2 superscript 2 kilograms. That's more than half the mass of Earth's moon. In other words, a mole of moles would form something close to a new planet. If you dumped that many moles onto Earth, they would cover the entire surface up to 80 kilometers deep, basically reaching the edge of space. That ocean of fur and flesh would suffocate all life instantly. So, instead, let's imagine gathering them in outer space. Gravity would pull them together into a sphere, a mole planet. Since moles are mostly water, this planet would be much less dense than a rocky one. It would be bigger than our moon in size, but lighter in weight. The surface gravity would be about 1/16 that of Earth, similar to Pluto. Inside, the pressure would be so high that all microorganisms would die. The planet would slowly transform into a giant frozen ball of organic matter, basically a massive meatball in space. But maybe we don't need to stack all those moles in one place. What if, instead, we spread them out across the universe? There are billions of planets in our galaxy, and if even a fraction of them hosted small mammals like Earth, the total population over millions of years could easily surpass a mole of moles. So in a strange way, a mole of moles might already exist. Not in one pile, but scattered across the cosmos. So what did we learn? A mole of moles would either destroy Earth, create a bizarre furry planet in space, or, if we think big enough, already exist across the universe. What crazy what-if question should we explore next? Drop your ideas in the comments.